Congratulations, Athena. Nick Houndsman from House of Wrestling. Fightful put out a report that Trinity Fatu was backstage tonight. Is that somebody that you'd like to see yourself defending that title against in the near future?
Absolutely. Trin is one of my really good friends. We talk on a daily basis, and when we both found out that we were in LA, it was really awesome. She's one of my very close friends, and she wanted to come out and support. And so, very cool moment. Like, I hope to have a match with her in the future. I never had the opportunity in WWE to have that match, so absolutely.
Hi, Athena, Nemedy with WhatCulture. I wanted to talk about your match with Yuka Sakazaki tonight. You guys had an explosive bout. You've got a lot of history between the two. There's a lot of energy from the crowd throughout the entire match. I just wanted to know your thoughts on wrestling Yuka tonight, obviously emerging victorious, and whether you're finished with Yuka, or maybe you might visit her again in the future. Thank you and congratulations.
My match with Yuka was something I didn't think was going to happen. You know, she showed up this past week after my match with Emmy, attacked me from behind. You know, who would do such a thing? It's crazy. But, you know, coming in here, I knew that I had a very tough week ahead of me, coming off having the flu, coming in, wrestling Emmy, going and having a killer match with her, going into having a match with Yuka tonight. I mean, I felt a lot of pressure coming into that, but a lot of confidence as well, because I knew Yuka just wasn't going to be able to deliver.
Hello, I'm John Moore with ProWrestling.net. First of all, so throughout your career, you've been known as like a heroic, like superhero to people. Now we're seeing a little bit more of an aggressive side from you.
Mm-hmm.
So how is that, and what kind of things do you feel you can do now as opposed to what the old Athena would do?
You know, it's funny you say that, because I never stopped being my hero at the end of the day. Just because I turned up the aggression, just because I'm out here doing what I have to do to keep my ROH Women's Championship, doesn't mean that I'm not my hero. And honestly, like, there's plenty of people out there that look at me and they're like, wow, I wish I could punch my boss in the face. Wow, I wish I could hit this woman that called me whatever, you know. I am defending what I think is best for me, right? I've wrestled on the indies for 10 years. I was known as the American Joshi when I was there. Now I'm the Fallen Goddess, I'm the Alpha. I keep telling everyone that they have to step up their game, because I'm not letting go of this title anytime soon. So I'm going to continue to be my hero. I'm going to continue to deliver every single time they step out there. And if anyone has a problem with it, I'm not going to flat on their ass. So,
if I may, champ, that brings me to our next big show. And of course, right before you came in, I mentioned Ring of Honor has a great history in the state of New York and around New York City. And we're going to be having a huge show, UBS Arena, right on that Queens, Long Island border there. And with the great history Ring of Honor has, and after your great match tonight and the great series of matches you've been having, you've been saying you wanted to be a great fighting champion. You have a great opportunity against somebody you wanted to have a match with, and somebody who picked up a great win, of course, just last night on Ring of Honor, and was very impressive, Miyu Yamashita. And you will be wrestling Miyu Yamashita in New York, and it'll be a great match this Thursday on Ring of Honor TV, and you have a chance to continue being a great fighting champion. But after the schedule you've been keeping up, I think nobody can deny you're a fighting champion.
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Steve Fall from Tenkan on Wrestling News Co. Tony, Ian, great to see you. You work with New Japan, but can we see you work more with Tokyo Joshi Pro with, bring up your opponent coming up, Maki Ito as well, someone we all want to see you take on again here, Ring of Honor or even on AEW TV?
I mean, one of the really cool things about being in Ring of Honor, and I'll just touch a little bit on my past, being on the indies for 10 years, my dream was always to go and wrestle in Japan. Go and prove myself with the best wrestlers, the best Joshi in the entire world. And I never got that opportunity. I still haven't had that opportunity. So every time anyone from Japan comes over here, like, I know that they're going to bring the fight. I know that they're going to hit hard, and I'm constantly going to prove that I'm better than them every step of the way. So it doesn't matter if it's Miyu Yamashita, it doesn't matter if it's Yuka Sakazaki, it doesn't matter if it's Maki Ito. Hell, it can even be Aja Kong for all I care. I'm going to beat the brakes off of all of them and show them that I'm the absolute best in the world and no one can hold a candle to me.
All right. I'm afraid.
Go ahead.
Sean Rossap of Fightful, you and Tony both talked about how some of the matches against the Joshi wrestlers you've been booked against lately are ones that you've won, but weekly on like Dark and ROH, you faced some really great indie talent like Tootie Lynn and Hyann. Are any of those like people that you specifically like went to him and said, I would like to wrestle them because there's an awful lot of them?
Yes, Hyann in particular. Hyann was trained by Booker T, and I was trained by Booker as well. It's something that we had trained together, we've known each other for a very long time, and it just kind of matched up when I saw her. I think after the Willow match I went to TK, I was like, give me Hyann tomorrow.
Yeah. Which is crazy coming off an amazing match like that to say. It was that again shows what a great fighting champion you are.
Yeah, I mean, like, Ring of Honor meant the world to me when I got the opportunity to work for them on the independent scene, and I know every person that comes through the door feels the exact same way. Just to be able to have some of these dream matches, like Willow was a bucket list match of mine, and like it was something that I wanted because I was in WWE and I saw that smile, that everything, and I was like, I just want to punch her in the face. Please, I just need this so much. So when the match got announced, I was very excited for that. Same thing with Hyann. I mean, there are a lot of phenomenal wrestlers out there. Once again, they're not me. But at the end of the day, like having the opportunity to prove myself time and time again, having that pressure, having everyone online talk about what is she going to do next, like what violence can she create next, what is she going to do, who's going to stop her, you know, that only creates drama and that sucks all of you guys in and makes you want to see me beat them up so much more. I know. You just want to see me win forever. It's fine.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Righteous Red, Grassy Podcast, Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. Since the reemergence of Ring of Honor under Tony Khan, many people would say, Athena, that you have been the MVP of what's happened in this. The match with the Willow was amazing. How has it been to be able to work Ring of Honor with like not as many restrictions as you previously had? It's kind of like there's no commercials. It's just like it feels a little bit more free.
Man, that's a hard question because I don't think of it that way. It's, and let me put it this way. I've never been a person that's been about myself. I've been about the match. I've been about the story. I've been about the intensity because that's what you guys come to see. You know, people that are for themselves don't last long here. And especially in Ring of Honor, I've seen it time and time again. Someone will come through the door and then they're out, right? This is a reemergence, and I think everyone in my division is proving that we belong here and that we're going to make you watch what we do. There are so many young, amazing talent that are building themselves up. But the one thing about Ring of Honor that you cannot deny is like we are in the proving ground and we will not be denied. We're here to sell every show, every week, even when we're at AEW. We are dedicated to showing the world that Ring of Honor is a serious brand and that we are the best brand.
Thank you.
Questions?
First off, Athena, Leo from Distract Pro Wrestling. Congratulations on your win tonight. You bring up that you're still proving everything now. With Forbidden Door 2 coming up, is there potentially someone either on the AEW roster or out there elsewhere that you would look to face personally?
Well, I hear Jamie Hayter hits hard. And I like to hurt people. I mean, she's definitely on my bucket list. There's so many women within the AEW roster that I haven't had the opportunity of wrestling. There are so many women on the independent scene and just out there, New Japan, Stardom, everywhere out in the world that I want to wrestle. Masha Slamovich, I won a singles match with Kairi Sane. Mercedes Monet, I never got that opportunity as well. Yes, I know, get over it, right? But at the end of the day, those are bucket list matches that I want. I would love another round with Tootie Lynn. You know, like I said, there's so many people. Tony Storm, I never got to have a singles match with Tony Storm. Trisha Dora, who's absolutely phenomenal, and I've been keeping my eye on her, hoping that she stays down in the lower card. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, I'm open to any challenge that steps in my way, because, like, this is what I do, right? The pressure is on, especially when you're champion. You have to prove that you can deliver every single match. And that pressure, sometimes it's anxiety driven, right? But at the end of the day, like, this is what I do. This is what I was made for. I was born to be champion. I was born to be in Ring of Honor. I was born to be in that ring, and no one is going to take that away from me.
Last question for Athena.
Hey, Athena, Graham Matthews with Bleacher Report. Any thoughts on what the Outcasts have been doing currently in AEW? Do you support the cause? Where do you fall on that line, or are you just kind of focused on your own business right now?
I don't know. Like, I look, you know, I dabble in the AEW Dynamite rampage, if you will. And it's really cool to see all of them find each other, right? But at the end of the day, I don't need anybody. I'm a solo act, right? Now, not to say if they did come a knocking on the door, I would maybe hear them out, hear what they had to say, because after all, I'm more successful than all of them. I have a championship. They don't. But at the end of the day, you know, birds of a feather kind of fly together. But, you know, we have to see what's on the table. What are they offering, right? You know, this beautiful championship does not come cheap, nor does my help, right? So we'll see what happens.